up, guys? It's Corsi from Gaming Legit, bringing you some Halo Reach gameplay. Right now, this is probably my favorite game. I'm just trying my best to get better at this game, but I hurt myself because I can't give this game enough time to be able to get good at it. And I think I commentated on this on the last gameplay I provided for you guys. This game takes a ton of time investment. So much time just goes into just making your shot more accurate, figuring out how to shoot the DMR. And it's variable based on the situation. Sometimes you have to spam your DMR, sometimes it's best to pace your DMR. Sometimes you're in a game that's super laggy, so you have to shoot your DMR actually different than you would in a game that doesn't have any lag. And that's probably the most frustrating part of this game right now. I'm playing on like Wi-Fi rather than hardline straight from my modem. And it's kind of humbling in a certain sense. I wish I was playing off of hardline, because my friend that actually watched my place while I was on my anniversary vacation with my wife said that my internet's actually really good if you play it straight from the modem. But I don't know why. It seems like every single time I get on, I play it off Wi-Fi because my wife is working from our home computer posting stuff at the time, so I don't really get to optimize my internet connection too often. In fact, if you check the network settings, you have that option. Bungie's awesome. I mean, they don't take anything away from you guys. You can actually check your network settings and it tells you where you stand. And I get a warning. It's this red warning and it says, "Warning, need to increase upstream bandwidth," which is pretty bad. But this game was actually pretty good. It was like the first game of the day too. I just put this in really briefly in the morning before I had to go to work, so I didn't have any time to warm up or anything, but it was a decent gameplay. Decent enough to put up on Gaming Legit. I'm sure I'm going to get a couple of haters that are going to hate up on the skill level or something like that, but whatever. It's impossible to avoid those guys, even if it was like a snipe down gameplay from like MLG. If he was unheard of, he would get bashed too. That's just how the community is sometimes. Strategy to take from this video, I really want to emphasize again, like I always do, a couple of things. First off is paying attention to where your team is, paying attention to where you are in orientation to their base. And so if you're over by snipe, they're going to spawn over in the rock garden or whatever the heck you want to call it. So you just have to be situationally aware of that. Pay attention to where weapons are located in the map, so snipers spawn, plasma pistol, stuff like that. Something one of the more highlighted strats and something I want to point out in this game is what you're going to do if you're going to lose a battle. If you're going to lose a battle, they've already got a couple shots on you. There's nothing you can do. What do? Do you just flat out run? What's the best option? Because you see people fail at this all the time. If you're going to die and you know you're going to die, first off, try to get as much health from the player as you possibly can, so that way when you die, your teammates could easily finish up the kill. And of course, you're going to have a headset on because you're gaming legitters, and we don't like to be those assholes online that don't play with the team. So we have our headsets on, and we're going to call it out where they're located. You know, one shot, two shot, wherever they're standing. And you're going to see me a couple times. I'm going to get outmanned or outgunned, or they're going to have the drop on me. And I pretty much do the best you could possibly do to drop their shield before you die. You're not going to be able to do it every single time, but you're going to see a couple times in this video where I figured the best option at the time is to bounce a grenade straight off of my feet. People don't throw grenades too well too. I see that all the time. Actually, on the following gameplay, this is a Slayer, MLG Team Slayer, by the way. I'm bringing you MLG gameplay. I know this has been asked for a while. It's a little bit different than Arena Slayer. The people that are playing this, they're not so much casual. I would say these are the higher end of players. I mean, in comparison to like Big Team Battle or some of the other games, even my Double Team Perfections, totally different when you're playing MLG Slayer. You're not going to be going on crazy rampages 24/7 every single game you play. It's just not in the works unless you've got an awesome team that you're playing with. But I play with pub stars every single time, people I've never played with before, so it happens every once in a while, but it's just not in the cards for me. And so yeah, so I was talking about releasing a grenade before you die or something like that. And I don't know specifically what time it comes up because it's like one of the first times of watching this actual gameplay. But you see people fail all the time where they throw grenades directly at the person that they're in a fight with. And that's gonna, maybe it'll hit them in the chest, and it actually does a little bit of chip damage in this game. which is kind of funny. If you hit someone with a grenade, the collision of the grenade actually damages them slightly. You can kill someone doing that, but don't bank on that. It's a horrible strategy to rely on. It's just one of those extra little things that Bungie put in. Throw it at their feet, bounce it off a wall around a corner, do whatever you need to do to get that grenade to stop and land at the person's feet. And so you might have to do a little bit of slight math, but basically it's common sense. If I throw the grenade at this angle, how is it going to be able to get to that player? Frag grenades bounce. You guys know that. Sticky grenades don't, so you have to throw the grenades different based on what grenade you have equipped. And also, something that I like to do, you can toggle your grenades. You guys should know that. I play on bumper jumper, which allows me to be able to jump off using, go figure, a bumper. The reason why I do that is so that I can still aim while I'm jumping around, and so it's an interesting dynamic when you get into these one-on-one battles, and you're trying to get to the first to 5 shot. You can jump around and also aim at the same time. It's harder for him to hit you. It's just something I like to do. But in Halo Reach, a lot of people like to do default because you can actually better access your special abilities. But I kind of stick to the roots of Halo 1, 2, and 3, and so I like bumper jumper. That's me. I'm not going to adjust to it because it depends on what Halo 4 is going to be like. And Halo Classic Online is going to bumper jumper. I think is going to be popular, super popular again. Not that it has disappeared or anything with Halo Reach either. So this is MLG Countdown. This is CTF. You need flag. I just combined 5 with flag. You need 5 flags to win the game. Now, this is not a Slayer gameplay by any means. It's not an amazing gameplay, but it brings out some recordings in the short time that I have to be able to discuss certain stuff relating to the objective. Something that's super frustrating with me is people that play these CTF games and they just resume the Slayer position. They basically use the objective as bait for them to stack up huge kill death ratios and just get a whole bunch of kills. When you play against these guys that potentially go negative at the end of the game if you look at the stats, but they completely dominated you. That was a crazy melee. That was absolutely ridiculous. That kind of goes into my Wi-Fi lag. This guy right here, watch this grenade. I think it's here. It's this guy right here. Look at that grenade. That was absolutely horrible. Like, that goes into the topic I was bringing up earlier, where that was really poor thrown grenade. He hit the wall right next to him. I don't know what he was doing. And so for your flag runs, and especially in Countdown, since Countdown's such a fantastic map, and there's so much to it. There's different levels, there's different rooms and cubbies and hallways. Your options of being able to move around the map can always vary, and I really want you guys to capitalize that. Don't be it predictable where you take the flag and run the same route every single time. Mix it up, throw them off guard, make it so that try to get into their heads. Well, if their flag gets taken, where are the few places that they're going to check first, like on your path to scoring the flag? Our flag has been pulled off right now, so I can't score, and so it's in my best interest right now to kind of camp the flag and keep it hidden. This kind of super frustrating. Not kinda, that's kind of bipolar. It super frustrated me, where I was in this brilliant location. They didn't know where I was. I was pretty well protected because by the time they got to me, I could get a melee on them without them knowing. But my teammate, rather than going to return the flag, start camping around me. They see where I'm located, and so they seek this need to defend me, which is extremely noobish. You guys don't want to do this. You don't want to give any cues to where your teammate is hiding with the flag. You just want to go return their flag. And so it's kind of like the flagman's responsibility to stay hidden. Maybe you have one guy protect him, but don't stand on top of him. Give him, perhaps keep a line of sight to where you're located, but don't give him any cues to where you are. And since they're all hiding up right next to me, everybody looks up and they go, huh, why are those guys puppy guarding up in that area? Why are they holding, a defensive position up there? That's probably where the flag guy is. And so they go up there and then they can find me. Super frustrating. Doesn't make any sense. I was sitting there yelling, on my mic telling these guys to go away, but nobody left. It just super frustrating. And it was a good position for me too. So if they would have returned the flag, I could have dropped right down and scored. But oh well, it's a strat or something I could talk about in my vid to better your guys' game. So there you go. I'm not roaming around this map too much looking for kills. I know that they've got my flag, and so this is why I'm kind of roaming around right now, trying to pick off possible places that he could be going or coming from with our flag. I got double teamed right here. Awkward pinch. I put a couple shots in that guy and I had it turn away because I picked up on another player shooting at me and throwing grenades, and the guy I was shooting at earlier turned around, got a couple shots on me, got stuck in an awkward pinch, and I got killed. Kind of sucks, but whatever. This guy just kind of takes off. Mix up your paths. Don't be predictable. So rather than running through that hallway, I kind of do this little tricky jump right there. It's not too tricky, but it's just something to mix it up, something that they don't expect. And I was able to help my teammate come up with a kill right there. And so what I'm doing right now is I'm waiting for a couple spawns to see if people are going to be running through their main corridor past their flag, but nobody is. And so I grab this flag and I go bottom immediately, and then I see this guy that just took our flag also, and he's pop shotting me, and so he's pulling me out of zoom, and at that distance I just can't accurately shoot. You know, I can't tell if I'm even hitting him at that distance, so I just get rid of the flag and I just go up top to start killing some of the teammates and to prevent their cap. The flag gets returned, and so I pick it up, and now that they're 2 down, possibly 3 down if we return the flag, I've got an opportunity right now to score a flag. And so when you're juggling the flag like this, it's not too easy, and so if you've never played this game before, it's probably going to be a little bit of a learning curve to be able to juggle the flag. It's not that hard. Actually, what you're going to be doing is like pulling the trigger as if you're shooting, and it tosses the flag. When you do that, you want to dart your analog stick upwards, so you're looking up at the sky. It kind of throws your flag a little bit, and you want to jump at the same time, so which gives it a little bit more flight. And then so you're doing a series of about 4 buttons and movement of the joystick when you're juggling the flag. But it's something that you should become ace with and get down. Flag juggling is like masterful. You know, the people that are able to flag juggle, stop, turn around, do a couple shots, continue flag juggling, you know, doing multiple things at once. It's just it's a game changer for sure. And so I'm changing up my paths. If you've noticed, I haven't ran the same flag the same direction twice. That time, you know, I took the lift up to the top and jumped straight down. Actually, you know, I was up there hiding earlier, so I guess that's a little bit of a fib on me for saying I never made that run before. But be dynamic, you know, don't be static, don't be predictable. You switch it up. Right now I'm kind of hiding against this wall, trying to conceal my flag as much as I possibly can. You got to remember that when you're hiding in a corner, your flag kind of sticks out, and so you don't want the nose or the bright part of your flag sticking out from some corner for someone to be able to see, and so they can get a grenade on you in your little hiding spot before you can do anything. And so that was just a heads up play right there, where I look over and I see my teammates returning the flag, and so I already go into a flag juggle before the flag actually returned. Just keep a heads up, be aware of what's going on. Take the bottom again. The reason being is that I have good line of sight to what's going on in my flag. It's unpredictable. If they know that I went on the bottom, they think I'm on the bottom, and then suddenly I'm on the 3rd floor. It kind of throws them off. But there was a snipe kind of sitting underneath the vent behind me on their base that got just happened to be there, and so he got a snipe on me, and they got a couple shots on me. I tried to prop the flag up on that 1st floor right in front of our flag, but my sensitivity is only set at 3, so I couldn't look up fast enough to get that flag toss. It is what it is. Can't win them all. We pretty much dominated these guys in CTF. You know, I don't even know what the Slayer score was because I'm playing the objective. I could care less about my kill-death ratio. I'm doing what I need to do to get the win. And more often than not, you find that when you play these CTF games, you have to be the guy that's grabbing the flags because your teammates won't. And it's kind of ridiculous. I'd much rather be the Slayer. I have confidence in my DMR and I think I could do a lot. But here's a nice heads-up play. I heard someone shoot at me, and I heard someone breathing. And so I hid around this corner, and I got a brilliant assassination on him. You know, took another listen and another look, grabbed the flag, and started my flag juggle again. Just a brilliant heads-up play right there. And then stopped my flag juggle right here to get a headshot on this guy. Nice final kill, and then capture the flag. So overall, it was a pretty good game. I think on the first game I went positive 14 or 13 or something like that. But anyways, hope you enjoyed these vids. As always, check the Facebook to keep updated on what's going on. Love you guys.